welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a hair tutorial for you today. I don't think I'm the best at it, but I can make it big and glamorous, so I thought I would share with you how I do it. So here I go. Oh, another real quick thing. So I like to use, well, you should use a heat protectant. My hair is fried AF, as the kids say. So I do whatever I can to make sure it stays somewhat healthy. I use Kenra hot spray. This is, can you see it? Is it not too blown out? Okay, there we go. Kenra. So that's the price tag, $23. There you go. Okay, so now I have it all set and I'm just gonna let it cool down so it sets and it'll hold better. You don't wanna brush it out when it's still hot. My hair is pretty porous because it's bleach, so I do get a lot of volume because of that. So the way that I have it set, I section it off, bottom layer to layer to layer, as you saw. And then for this side of the head, you want to roll down, and for the top, you want to roll back. I do it because it gives you lift rather than curling it like this and twisting it. You want to like get all the way to the ends, and it'll give you more lift at the root. And then the reason why I go to the middle back is because I like the 90s bombshell look. I don't like the super stiff, can't touch it 50s hair, although I think it's super cute. I love it for shoots. For every day, I want to be able to like feel sexy and flip my hair around and see it move. There was a point when my hair was so fried and unhealthy that it wouldn't move whether I put a ton of hairspray in it or not. It would just kind of stay. So now that it's decently healthy, I like to be able to move it around and play with it during the day. I just think it's super sexy to like, you know. I remember getting bullied in 7th grade because I used to flip my hair so much. Whatever, I showed them bitches. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it cool down, and once it's cooled down, I'll come back and I'll show you how to brush it out to get that big bombshell hair. Hey, okay, so it's cooled down and it's set, and it should stay, because of the bleach, like I said, it'll stay pretty much anyway. I don't put too much hairspray in it except for the teasing part. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you is that when I use the curling iron and I set the curls, I use one of these for each curl. Okay, so one of the best ways to get yourself big hair is by adding some hair. I just use clip-in extensions. They're 14-inch. I did cut them down a bit because I do like a shorter kind of shoulder length do. I have a longer set too for when I do like long 60s hair, but this is more my like everyday meaning like once a week. So I kind of just let my curls out first. Kind of the annoying thing about using these little clips is that the hair gets stuck on the ends, and it pulls, and it's not fun. But you want to be careful when you get your hair out of it though, because you don't want to yank out any more hair. I already lose enough hair every day from the bleach, so okay, so as you can see, it already has like a ton of lift from curling my hair that way. Okay, so now I'm gonna section it off. For the bottom one, I kind of just like to leave enough hair for the extension to grab onto. And to create more hold for the extension, It's good to like tease the root of the hair where you're gonna clip the extension on. Give it a little spray. I pre-curled my extensions. I don't curl them that often because I do like such a loose curl. Clip-ons are apparently a lot better for your hair too than like getting the more permanent, well, semi-permanent extensions that you like glue in or tape in. I think tape-ins are supposed to be the safest ones for your hair, but even that, like I've lost a lot of hair doing it. So I just do the clip-ins and put them in whenever I'm feeling fancy. Tease, tease, tease. Not the best thing for your hair quality either, but it's worth it. Spray, spray, spray. Clip, clip, clip. I'll tease it later. So I do the 2 big bottom ones, and then I do 2 on the sides, and then I do like 2 smaller ones. And then I do 1 more in the back to give it a little bit more volume back there. I leave the front hair out of it. I know my extensions don't match too well right now because I just colored my hair and I changed the toner and I haven't washed my extensions yet with a purple shampoo. My colorist told me to just use a purple shampoo and it should kind of icy it up, I think she says. And my hair is crispy in the back. I guess I use a silk pillow. I don't understand why it gets so much crispier in the back, because that's apparently what makes it worse in the back is when you sleep on a cotton pillow. So I do a cotton pillow. I do a silk pillow, pillowcase rather. Tease, tease, tease. These ones, for some reason, they don't grab on that well. Ugh, just stay. There we go. You want to try and get it pretty close to the root, but not like I did. Okay. Tease, tease, tease. Onto the back. I should have done this in the mirror. I don't have a bathroom like that set up. I'm so new to the YouTube thing that I like don't have all the proper equipment yet. Maybe if it goes well. Which reminds me, like, subscribe, follow, all those YouTube-y thingies that I'm still getting used to. I never thought YouTube was gonna be such a huge thing. I didn't really think anybody would care about things that I do. So I didn't really think to record myself. I've never really been a selfie person either. Like, I just always posted my work on Instagram rather than doing selfies and stuff. I just always felt like, not that anybody is, but because my work is taking pictures, I felt weird taking pictures of myself. I hardly post pictures while I'm like out and about. I mean, a little bit of it is that like I don't always look so glamorous. So I think I was a little self-conscious too, but I'm like, okay, pandemic happening, time to get with the times, finally, even though I'm a retro girl. Okay, the brush out. I use a Mason Pearson brush. I kept calling it Perry Mason for a while because I was watching that HBO show, but it's a Mason Pearson. They're pretty expensive. I think you can probably find something similar to it. It's just supposed to be pretty good for your hair and it's really good for brush outs. I think it gives you like a nice fluffy texture, like more volume. My teasing brush is kind of like that too, but you'll see. So you just brush it to the way you want it to curl. The roll set kind of does most of the work for you because it gives you that volume and so does the extra hair. Oh, I also use a 1 inch, no, it's a 1.5 inch, no. I'm pretty sure it's a 1 inch curling iron. Oh my god, this is so old school, you guys. It's like an old Conair one. I should probably move it on up to a Hot Tools at least. I've just had it forever. Yes, but I use a 1 inch curling iron and it kind of gives me that perfect curl because I don't like it curly all the way through the hair. I just like it voluminous at the ends. Like if you set your hair, use that heat spray, which also helps hold the hair. It's not gonna brush out your curl too much. Like you can brush it a million times and it's not gonna brush it all out. So for here, I kind of like to do, like, it's kind of like a page boy in the front. Another thing I learned about doing YouTube is, oh my God, I cannot articulate myself and I sound like a valley girl. But that's okay. It's who I am. See how just like brushing it out, it kind of just does the work for you. So if you roll it straight back in the center and all the way down, the good thing about doing it that way instead of like the way that you might part your hair all the time is that you can flip it from side to side and it's still gonna look good. You can flip it this way or you can flip it this way or you can just have it back and it's still gonna look good. Another thing I learned about myself, I am a heavy breather. Okay, so that's kind of just like my natural everyday do. If I wanted to have more volume, I'll section it even again. You can kind of do this before you brush it out too, but I like to see where it's at and where it's going and if I even want to give it more volume. I don't know, hair kind of does things on certain days. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but you can do your hair the exact same way. And for some reason, one day it's gonna look way bomber than the next day. I know I'm so technical about this. I'm not a professional. But if I do that, if I'm giving it extra volume, I definitely use a lot more hairspray. This is just a Sebastian's Shaper. It's brushable styling hairspray with control. It's not super stiff, so if you want to brush your hair out, you still can. When I'm doing a more pin-up-y, super structured do for a shoot, I'll use a stronger hairspray. Like Super Hold, Got To Be, I think is a really good one. Big Sexy Hair is also a really good one. I know it looks crazy when you do this, but as long as you smooth out the top, it'll look good. This is the teasing brush that I use. I know there's so much hair in there, it's nasty. I should probably clean it out. Another good thing about extensions too is it doesn't matter if you damage them too much, you can always get ones. Anybody who's like a hairstylist is gonna be like, oh my God, this girl's a mess. You can suck it because people like my hair, okay? How come Texas got known for having big sexy hair? Because I feel like girls with big hair everywhere, not just Texas. Oh, everything is bigger in Texas, that's right. The bigger the hair, the closer to God. Is that it? So now it's all teased. It's good to like, obviously, so it doesn't look insane. I don't ever really change the top. I'll like do the root up here, but I like it to be super smooth. I wish I didn't have such layered hair, but because of the bleaching and all the styling I have to do for shoots, and because I love hair that's this big, I get chemical cuts rather often, or just so much breakage that I have to have it layered so that it's not crispy all the way through. I've been trying to get it to grow to one length for so long, or at least just really long layers, but I think I just need to give up on that. I love all the sexy faces that I do in the mirror. I can't help it. You know, you guys do it too. Don't even lie. I think a lot of this is really just how you work the ends of the hair and use your hands and the brush. So if you like the way something looks, just hairspray it in place. Or you can use a clip and it'll kind of set in place. Zhuzh. Let's just smooth this out a little bit so it doesn't look totally whack in the back. Ooh. Okay. So that's it. I hope this helped. I know it's not really technical, but like, it's how I do my hair. And I know I've been getting a lot of comments for a long time wondering how I get my hair like this. Just roll it, put curled extensions in, and brush it out. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just sexy, like big flowy hair. I think it kind of looks hot when it's like bedhead, you know what I mean. Will you guys see Sunny? Sunny! Aww. If you want to do like a big front, even bigger than this with more volume, I just take this section and just tease it at the root. Give it a little spray. Hot, right? Yeah, and you just leave it like that. No. See, I think of it, a lot of it is the way you finger it. You kind of just mold it with your fingers to the way you want to like it. Mold it with your fingers or your brush. A little spray right here, and like it's lifted off the face a little bit. This over here. It can give it a little too 90s feather if you lift it too much on both sides, but, and voila. So now you see how I do my hair. Not technical at all, but I like it. I think it's super sexy just to have like big hair, as big and curled as possible. Pamela Anderson was like my queen back in the 90s. I remember saving all my allowance when I was in high school, or no, I was in junior high. I had blonde hair as a kid, but it was getting darker and darker as I got older. So I saved all my allowance money and I went to the mall, the Carlton hair salon, and had them do a full head of highlights because I wanted to look like Pam. Thank you so much for watching my first hair tutorial. Maybe I'll do an updo next. Let me know. Let me know if you have any suggestions of what I should do next. Subscribe, like, comment, please, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. Bye.